I went to the International Gem and Jewelry Show today. And this is my big bag of stuff. It weighs a ton. I was really bad. I bought a lot of stuff. And since everyone seemed to enjoy seeing my last bead haul at the Bead Festival that was in Denver not too long ago, I decided that I would show you what I got at the International Gem and Jewelry Show, which I do like this particular show better because I know that there's a Swarovski booth there. It's there every time I go, and it's here a couple times a year. So I did get some Swarovski. I've got a whole, I don't know if you can see here, I have this huge bag of stuff we're going to go through. It weighs a lot. I haven't unbagged it since I got home, so I'm going to show you first what I got at the, let me rearrange my camera here, what I got at the Swarovski crystal booth first, because that's where I spent the most money. I got the least amount, but I spent the most money because, of course, Swarovski is expensive, but at this particular booth, you can get really long strands for a fairly decent amount. These were $19 a piece, these strands. I'm going to show you how long they are, and they're usually Swarovski is not on strands, but these are because it's the way that the girl displays them at the bead show. And these are long. That's a lot of Swarovski, and you can tell they're Swarovski just by the way they sparkle. I'll get you a little closer in here and get my bead mat better here. And so I got a lot of red this time because Christmas, I want to do some Christmas stuff. And I always get a ton of blue because I seem to be a blue fan. I don't know. But I got all of these strands. They were $19 a piece. And these are 4mm bicones. Now, I'll buy a lot of Chinese crystal, but not in bicones. Bicones, I prefer to have Swarovski, or Thunder Polish is okay, and Preciosa is okay, but of course Swarovski is the best, so I prefer them in bicones. I'll use crystal in any other shape, but not in bicones. And in Chinese, I mean, I'll use it in any other shape, but just not in bicones. And I got some 6mm, and yeah, this is totally Christmas colors, because I thought maybe I would be making something. These are 6mm bicones, Swarovski. And I got 2 strands of those. And those were $14 a piece. Now, the International Gem and Jewelry Show goes to several different places. So you might, want to look on the internet or whatever and see if you can find it. This one was at the Denver Merchandise Mart that I went to. Those are those 2. And then I got some these are also 4mm bicones, but they're shorter strands, so they were $10 a piece. But still, that's quite a bit of crystal for $10 a piece. And so I got some black and some purple and some blue, cobalt type blue. And then I got some 3mm, just a couple strands of 3mm. I should have got more, but these were $14 a piece. And there's quite a bit of 3mm. And this is the way to go. That's why I like to go to this particular show, because of the Swarovski booth in particular. Altogether, this load of Swarovski was over $100, but it I could buy a lot less than that and spend $100, so I think I did pretty good. And the lady that runs the booth is really a sweet lady, and I always have fun at her booth. So that's what I got at the Swarovski booth. And I'm going to put this up here, and then dig in my bag here. Oh, the first booth I went to was interesting because it had a lot of findings and metal stuff. So I got this big bag I think this would be interesting to create with. You get this big bag of 4mm round metal beads. It's cadmium or something like that. But this whole huge bag was $15. So I thought that was worth it. Now I can make something really nice looking with the metal. I like metal beads because they tend to make your piece look more expensive. When you use all different colors of beads, it's pretty. But when you have metal beads mixed in, it makes things look a little bit more expensive. So I like that. So I thought I would make something with these. And I think all of these places have websites. I'm not sure if they're just wholesale or if a lot of them are retail too. So I can leave a list of websites underneath the in the description box, so you guys can see where I bought this from, and you can just check it out. I can't tell you if the website sells wholesale or retail or even what's on it. I don't know, because I just went to the booths at the show, but you might be able to find some really good prices, because I was amazed at the prices that were at the show. And of course they always have special prices at the show, but perhaps they might have really good prices otherwise too. So I will leave the websites up for you so you can check them out. I will put links for you. But there's those. And then I bought this entire bag of buttons. This is $15 a bag too. Now they're all the same button. I asked her if she had a bag of mixed buttons, and she said no, but good idea. But she didn't have any, so these are all the same, but I think they would make really cute little clasps, or I might even be able to make a design with the buttons themselves. And they're just little shank buttons. But I think they're really cute. And zoom in so you can see what it looks like. And see, they're really cute. And I have a million of them. So we're going to be using buttons for clasps a lot. Or I'm going to make something out of them. I'm not sure yet what. But I just wanted a big bag of the metal buttons. Metal buttons are hard to find. Most of the time they're always plastic anymore. Even if they look metal, they're plastic. Or a composite of some kind. So I got all of those for $15. And then I got a bag of lever-back earring findings. This was $8 for the bag, and there's a lot in there, so I thought that was pretty good. And also at this booth, they had some of your typical Chinese crystal strands. I bought a few. I was trying to, I always seem to buy those every time I go, so, and there's lots of them. There's a lot of repetition in all of these booths, but these great big ones, and half of them stayed in the bag here. My bag, things are breaking. The strands are breaking. Because when they're doing this, they just kind of shove everything in a bag real quick because they've got so many people to wait on. But these crystals I thought were pretty. I don't know what I'm going to do with them. Probably something Christmassy, but I thought those were pretty. Excuse me. I think I'm allergic to my beads. But anyway, these are really, really pretty. I really like these. And I got a strand of those, and I actually got a couple strands like that, but maybe at a different booth, because this is all from one booth. And then some more red. It's kind of orangish red, but, well, it's more of a true red. In my camera, when I look at the screen, it's looking pretty orange, but it's actually more of a red. And then some of these kind of periwinkle color here. That's pretty. Little opaque gemstones. And then I got some blue cubes, just because I've been working with cubes a lot lately in my designs, and I didn't have any blue, and I wanted some blue ones, so I bought a couple of these strands. But these are like $2 a strand, $1.50 a strand, the Chinese crystal, when you go to a bead show, and they're long strands, and you can't lose for buying them. So I always buy a bunch of them, just because I will use them eventually. And I go to these gem shows maybe 2 or 3 times a year, so I just kind of load up on everything when I go because I can touch them and see them and buy them that way. I don't buy online as much as I used to because of these shows now that I live in Denver. When I lived in Nebraska, everything was online, but now that I can go to these shows, I tend to buy there, and I tend to buy a lot. I'm going to put these loose ones back in the bag. I also put these back in here. I'll leave these out so we can see our big pile when we're all done here. And then my next booth, oh, this was a Chinese crystal booth, and I just pulled a bunch of it, more the same kind of like I got last time, but a little bit different colors. I also bought more gemstones this time, but this one, because last time I went I didn't get as many gemstones as I'd like. This is a little gemstone strand. I don't know what it is at this point, but it's a little strand of gemstones, a little purple one. These are like 4mm round, and I can use those in lots of different designs, so I got 2 of them. They may even be glass. They feel like stone, and they look like stone. These are pretty. I can use those, so I got a couple of those. The $2 a strand thing, I think these were actually $1.50 a strand, so I bought, no, these were $2 a strand with these blue ones. The rest of them were $1.50 a strand, but I bought a bunch of red and gold. These are really pretty. They kind of look like the Capri gold that Czech beads do a lot. They're really, really, I'm going to get you real close so you can see, if you can see what it looks like. It's got like a fleck of gold in it. Kind of a coppery gold. I don't know if it's translating well into the camera, but you can see it on the smaller ones a little bit better. But these are really pretty, and so I got, so that I can do some Christmas designs. This is a rondelle. It's probably like a 5x7. And then I got some smaller rondelles. These are probably 4x3 here. And then this red was just really pretty, true, deep red. So I bought a couple of the smaller, the 4x3, and then a couple of the 5x7, or one of the 5x7. But these are really long strands. So you get a lot of beads. I mean, you can't go wrong for $1.50 a strand here. So I got those, and they're really pretty colors. The colors are amazing. Good sparkle too. And then I got a whole bag of more of the same like I got last time too, but different colors. I always get a bunch of clear because I use a lot of clear. So I got a bunch of clear of the 4x3 rondelles. Or this may be 4mm round. Actually, this could be 4mm round. But I got a bunch of those. I got some blue ones. And some bigger pink ones. These are kind of an alabaster pink. And then this cobalt blue color. I thought these were really pretty. I couldn't pass this up for $1.50 a strand. And like I said, the long strands, and they're all tangled. The way they package them is just hilarious. Just shove it all in an envelope or in a sandwich bag. But look at how pretty those colors are. Those are just gorgeous. I will definitely be using those because I like that color. And then I got one bigger size of that color too. So those are like 4x3, and these are probably 5x7 or 7x5. I don't know how that works. But anyway, here's some purple ones. These are really pretty. I got a couple of those. And then a whole bunch of clear. And then I got these really pretty kind of seafoam, or, yeah, they're kind of a seafoam or aquamarine color. These are really pretty too. And then another one of the periwinkle. And then I got these little tiny 3mm rounds, and they have like a silver fleck in them. These are really pretty too. A little closer. I like when they have that little fleck in them. That's really pretty. So I got a couple of those. And then, of course, the clear. It wouldn't be me if I didn't buy a bunch of clear. And these are, I believe these are 4mm round. I'd have to measure them, but they look 4mm round to me. Which is really pretty to use with netting. So, that's good. And then I bought some, these were glass beads, but I thought these were pretty cool. And these are nice long strands. These were 2 for $5. And I'm going to get you close so you can see all the colors in these. And these are really pretty cool. It's like a 6mm round glass bead. And that's, I think the colors are really pretty. That could make something really happy looking, really cheerful beads. And so I got those. And then these are like an 8mm round white cat's eye. And I got 2 strands of those. These are 2 for $5. So I got this. And let me back off a little bit more. I'm just a little too close. And then I got this particular booth had Czech glass cathedral type beads, but they're not really cathedral. They're kind of polka dotted, but the strands were breaking, so they're in the bag. But these are really, really cool, and I'm going to have to get up close to show you. They have like a gold. This one's kind of an oval shape, but it has, you can see the glass underneath, and then like a gold coating and little polka dots for the glass to kind of shine through. These are really cool. I thought that would be kind of neat for Christmas stuff too, with the green and the gold. And then I got, oh, that strand broke, so let me grab a different one. I was pulling strands, and sometimes the hanks weren't coming apart right, so some of them we had to put in bags because the strands weren't staying intact. Whoopsie, there they go. Well, I don't know if you can see that, I'm too close, but my beads are all falling off the strands. I got 2 strands of the green ones. Yeah, they're kind of falling apart, but then I got some blue ones too, and these strands fell apart, but I'm going to show you. These are round, and they have the little coating with the blue peeking through. These are Czech glass, and these are really pretty. I like them. And I got a couple of strands of these blue ones, but like I said, the strands broke, so they're in the bag still. And then I got another bag of them here. These hanks just did not want to stay together. Once you pulled the strand off, they fell apart. So these are more like the cathedral type beads here. And these are really, really pretty too. I got a couple strands of those, 2 for $5. And when are you going to get a big long strand of Czech glass cathedral beads, 2 for $5? That's just not usually going to happen. So I consider that a really good buy. And those are really pretty. I'm going to put these ones that are falling apart back in the bag so that I don't lose them. But it's funny the way they just kind of threw everything together today. It was incredibly busy. It was the first day. I got there early because I wanted to be able to park and I wanted to be able to get in. And I got there like 45 minutes early, and I sat in my car waiting for it to open because they wouldn't let anyone in until it opened. I went into the foyer, and they're like, out, get out. I'm like, okay, fine, I'm out. Had to wait until 12 o'clock. And I purposely left really early because I didn't want to have to wait in lines or anything. And on the weekends, the gem show is so crazy. So I went today. Now, these are a bunch of gemstones. Last time I didn't get many gemstones, and this time I decided I was going to get more gemstones. I don't know what all of them are. At one time, I could tell you what most everything was, but I've kind of been out of the gemstone scene for a while, and I kind of forget what they are, but I will show you. I believe this is an agate here. This is really pretty. It's faceted, and it just sparkles like crazy, and it's a really pretty strand of beads. So I got that. I don't remember how much these were, but they were very, very reasonable. And this one has pinks and browns and different colors in it, and it's also somewhat faceted. Not a lot, but somewhat. I got a strand of those, and then I think these are just howlite, but they're really pretty. So I got 2 of those, and these are good because they're 6mm, and I can use that in my weaving. This is amethyst, and it's a really deep, deep purple with different colors and swirls of purple in it. And this is really pretty. Nice long strands. And this one, I don't know. It's probably a quartz, but it's really pretty. All the different little pastel colors in it. It's really pretty. Quartz or agate or something. And then I got a couple of these great big strands just because they sparkled so much as I walked by. I'm like, I want that. So I bought these, and a lot of this stuff will be Christmas presents too. I'll just string some stuff or whatever. Make some pretty necklaces for people for Christmas. But these I thought were exceptionally pretty. Really pretty. So if, you know, I know some people who really like bold necklaces and bracelets. This would make a pretty little bracelet all on its own with little spacer bead in between. That would be a really pretty bracelet. So, and then people would be more than happy to get for Christmas. So, I bought a couple of these. I think they were like $2 a strand. This is a pretty crystal one too that I bought. This is really pretty. And I think my very favorite buy, I'll show you a couple other things, then I'll show you my favorite one, but this crystal. This is more crystal. These were really pretty, so I bought these 2 nice fall colors. And look at the shimmer on that. I mean, when I walk by and they sparkle like that, I'm going to buy them. It was really, really funny. The booth that I was at that I bought these and the next crystal I'm going to show you my very favorite ones. I walked up to it, and the man behind there says, "Hey, I know you." And I said, "You do, huh?" And he goes, "Yeah, you're the lady that's going to buy a lot of beads." I said, "I think you do know me." "Yep, you're absolutely right." He was really a nice guy. He gave me some pretty good deals, especially on the next ones I'm going to show you in a minute. And he didn't charge me any tax, which was really nice. He says, "I pay your tax." So he was really, really a nice guy. So, and I had a lot of fun at his booth. I will give you the links to all these, remember, so you can look them up too. Then I got this little strand of vertical drilled teardrop. This red is really pretty, but again, this would make some pretty Christmas stuff, so I bought red. And then my very favorite buy of the night, I still have a bunch of gemstones too, but this was my very, very favorite buy. These drop great big crystals. This whole strand, there's like 100 of them on here. He charged me $15 for this. And this is really nice. I mean, I wish you could see these in person. These, let me zoom in. These sparkle like no tomorrow. I mean, these are amazing. And the color is like a, I don't even know. It's a little bit of a silverish, I don't know, but you can see it's so pretty. And these are amazing. I mean, they look like Swarovski. They're so nicely cut and so sparkly. And then I got another one because they gave them to me for $15 instead of $25. And $25 is a good deal, but $15 is amazing. Look at these. I mean, the sparkle. They're great big teardrop top drill beads. I'll get one and get you in real close so you can see. they're nice, big, beautiful beads. And these would be really pretty as a pendant, or as a put at the end of a drop at the end of netting, or I'll come up with something for them, because I really like to use big crystals, and these are just amazing looking crystals. And I got one more strand because I had to, because they're amazing crystals. This is a little bit different shape, but look at how pretty they are. These are kind of a purpley color, and they're just these. This one is kind of cut down, and this one is faceted all over. Let me show you again. I'm probably driving you crazy with my camera, but oh wow. Okay, so there is the cut on this one, and then you can see the facets on this one, so you can see the difference in them. But look at the way they sparkle. They're just amazing. I'll show you these 3 strands together. I think were my very favorite buy of the night. Or day. I was just really, really pleased with these. These are just amazing, and I am going to have to do something with them right away because I love them. And then I moved this stuff back, and then I was walking out at the place, and there's a big table right by the entrance or exit or whatever you want to call, that just had beads, just a big jumble, a big pile. I mean, you would not believe this table. It just had beads dumped, strands of beads dumped on it, and you had to dig through them. And every strand on this table was $2 a strand, and they were all gemstones. And like I said, you just had to dig through and pull them out. And so I dug through and found some things that I thought were interesting and just bought them. I don't really know what all of them are. I know what some of them are, but like I got some labradorite. These are labradorite. And then this blue could be lapis. I don't know for sure which one this is, but it's just a really deep blue color. And then got some of these. I used to know what everything is. I pick it up and I recognize it, but I can't remember the names of everything. I used to be so into gemstones that I could tell you right away, but right now I can't do it. I think these are some howlite and quartz. And then I found these citrine hearts. I thought they were kind of pretty, so I bought a strand of them. A nice long strand for $2 a strand. I can't beat it. It's a big strand of black, and I don't know. This could be a, I don't think it's an onyx. That would be a little bit more than, but sometimes you dig in this $2 table, and you can find really good gemstones in there too. So I don't know, but more than likely it's a black agate. And then these beryl beads, I found these are really interesting. When you look at that, maybe they're Amazonite. That's kind of what it looks like to me, but they're really smooth. I don't know if this even translates. They're real light green. I don't know if you can see them well, but they're really smooth and really pretty. I just thought those were interesting, so I bought them. Then I bought another strand of hearts, and I think these are aquamarine, or green quartz or something. I don't know, but these are really pretty too. So I bought these on the $2 table, and like I said, you wouldn't believe it. It was just a pile, just a jumbled up pile of gemstones, and you just had to dig through. And this is another white strand, and more of the turquoisey blue stuff, because I love turquoisey blue colors, so every time I see them I buy them. And this is like a cobalt blue. This is really pretty. And then I got some freshwater pearls just because they were there and I like them, and I'll probably make myself something with these, or my mother, one of the two, but a couple strands of them. I wish I would have picked up more of them actually, but my camera's running low. Let me plug it in and I'll be right back. Okay, I'm back. And these little beads are like rondelles shaped. They're kind of flattened, and they're pretty too. They're a real nice deep black color. Probably again, I would think it's black agate. And this is labradorite. And then I got there was a big basket of just some magnetic clasps, and these are real strong I can't talk. But anyway, these are really strong magnetic clasps, and sometimes I like to use them, but if they're not strong ones, you just lose your bracelet or your necklace or whatever you used. But I thought I'd try these. I only bought a few because sometimes magnetic clasps are just a liability, I tell you. I've had some people tell me that the bracelets I made them fell off and they lost it or whatever, and that just isn't something I want to hear. So, and then here's some clear quartz, the faceted. They have such a heavy string in the middle of them. It's hard to see how pretty they are because all you can see is the string. But there's that, and then I bought all these little different colors of gemstones. I thought that would make a cute little bracelet for a little girl or something, but it's really pretty, so got that out. And that's pretty much it. But let me show you. We'll back off and we'll look at all of them. I gotta keep all these cards so I can put all the websites. They give you cards for every table you go to, and it all has websites and stuff. And like I said, I don't know if these websites are just wholesale. A lot of them are going to be wholesale and retail, and some of them are just going to be wholesale. I don't know. But it may be just large amounts. I don't know. But at least you'll have them and you can check them out. Maybe you'll find some good buys. And there's like a list, and I'll get close up, all the different places that the gem show will be. I don't even know if you can see that. It's probably just a waste of time to do that. But a couple of things I was thinking about. I'm going to pull all this forward so you can see the entire pile here. A couple of things I was thinking about was maybe doing a live stream on Facebook, because you can stream live now, and maybe just doing some basic stitches, or we can talk and figure out what you guys want to do. Maybe just a simple something, I don't know, do a live streaming so we can all kind of be there and play with some beads and talk and all that stuff. And let me know what you think about doing some live streaming on Facebook. I know a lot of you are my Facebook friends and some of you aren't, but when I do a live streaming, we can always advertise it on my Facebook page for Gina's Gem Creations. I don't know if I can do live streaming from that particular page or if I have to be on my personal page. I don't know. But it's a thought. So, and here's all my Swarovski. So this is basically, there's my next big huge bead haul. I'm really getting bad, guys. This is just my bead room. My poor bead room is just getting overflowing. But you know what? I only do this a few times a year, and I really enjoy it, and it's something that I do for myself and for you guys because I create with it. So I justify my overindulgence by saying it's for you guys and that I only do it a couple times a year. So, you know, anyway, these shows are really fun to go to. So I highly suggest if you have one in your area, go, because it's more than worth your time. So anyway, that is my bead haul for tonight, and I hope you enjoyed this, and let me know what you think about doing some live streaming. Give me some ideas of what you think we should do on live streaming. Should I do like peyote, or should I have a design ready that we can all do together, or shall we just create something, design something together on Facebook, we could do that while we're live streaming. Just design something. Or you can watch me, figure out how to design something, and we can take suggestions, whatever. I think it'd be kind of fun. But anyway, this is the bead haul, and I will see you guys later. Bye-bye.